Happy Black Sunday. So Elizabeth and I are actually going to be moving, and this week is going to be pretty much the last week you get to see these pink and brown walls, and we'll be in a new location starting next week. We're really just moving down the road, but it brings to mind the idea of how we deal with change. And tonight's going to be short because we literally have a week to move, and we just decided on the place this weekend, so it's moving very fast. And one thing I have to say that's positive about Elizabeth and I, and an ability you should develop, is being able to make a decision and act quickly. But you see, people tend to shy away from change. Change is always uncomfortable. It's a transition point. Transition points are points of weakness and often points of chaos. And it makes it uncomfortable, it makes it tense, it just makes life less comfy. I mean, I really can't word it any better than that. And so you got to start thinking of things as more transitory than they are. Even if you buy a place, you don't necessarily have to be married to it. I mean, the housing market sucks right now, but you have to understand that everything is transitory. Nothing is really permanent. And yes, you may buy a place and live there until you die, but it's not the only thing that's going to change in your life, or that may change in your life, or that can change in your life. Things change all the time. And the less married you are to things as an identification of who you are, and the more you become married to yourself as a free and whole individual, the easier it is to accept change. Our ancestors were nomads. All of our ancestors, whether you're from Africa, Middle Europe, Asia, whatever, they were all nomads at one point. And the point of a nomad life is to literally follow the food, follow the resources. And this is what we have to do throughout life. There's always going to be those periods of change, those periods of transition. A resource dries up, you move. A job dries up, you change jobs. Food dries up, you go find food elsewhere. You got to do what you got to do to keep on living. And the fact is that while nature, the universe, is largely replenishable and renewable, some things take a lot longer to cycle back around. And you can't just sit out a dry spell. Sometimes you can. If you've observed trends or whatever, sometimes you can play a little bit and sit out a dry spell a little bit. But for the most part, when things start drying up, look for the change. Look for the change and make it happen. Make it worth your while and do something about it. Things got a little weird here for a little bit, and so we decided, hey, you know what, let's take this opportunity and change things. So that's what we're doing. So just keep in mind this idea that change is not bad. I'm a super romantic, and I don't mean romantic in the Harlequin sense. I mean romantic in the classic literature sense. I like fancy stuff. I like stuff that's mine. I like stuff that is, indicative of me, that speaks for me, that represents me. I like things to be the long term. I like things to be kind of an edifice of who and what I am. And so when things change, it always causes you to go, well, how is this new thing going to help define who I am, what I am? There's a specific belt that I like to wear, and because I'd been through others like it and broken them, when I found one that I really liked, I bought 3 of them. I mean, they're sturdy leather belts, but I bought 3 of them just in case one breaks. I've got another one. Going on 7 years with this one belt. And who knows how long the next ones are going to take me. But this is the way that I get stuck in patterns. I always look for alright, we're going to get a place and that's it. But it's not. intellectually I know this. Emotionally, though, I still get attached to things, and that's not good. It's not helpful, it's not useful, it's actually kind of harmful, and it makes you stop, it makes you freeze, it makes you panic, and that's not good. So, take some time to really, really consider that things change, and that's okay. Just roll with it, move with it, and adapt. We're humans. We adapt. It's our strength. That's all I got for you. I'm going to leave this one short like I told you. A little over 5 minutes. I know I normally give you 10 plus, but bear with me while I move. And I will talk to you guys later. Good journey.